So now, gang, I'm going to be talking about prayer and the importance of prayer when it comes to getting what you want. Okay? So, I'm going to start with a quote that was given to me, that was said to me by a great mentor of mine, a guy called John Travis. He said to me, Matthew, the subconscious mind is the governor of our reality, is the generator of our reality. The subconscious mind is the generator of our reality. So how do we manipulate or affect the subconscious mind? And we do this, we affect the subconscious mind through repetition, symbols, and trauma. Now, how do you achieve repetition? And what is a symbol? And how did these repetitions and symbols cause trauma in the body to break the barrier and create a manifestation? Barrier within the subconscious mind, and it manifested into our reality. Now, the way they do this is through words and pictures. Okay? Words produce states, pictures produce realities. Okay? Now, how do words produce states? Through the repetition of these words, it creates a trauma with the associated meaning of that word to the person in question. So if I sit there and affirm to myself, I love 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 myself, and keep going and going and going. Usually they say it's 108 times in a row you have to do it, and 1,008 times is even more powerful. And in doing it this way and repeating, you'll notice as you do so, you go into a sort of trance, and this trance state is what we could call either an alpha brainwave state, and if you're really in a deep trance, it's what we call the theta brainwave state. And this is where the subconscious mind, you've broken down the barriers. Your subconscious mind is a little bit more susceptible to suggestion. Okay, so that is how words produce these new states in the body. Okay, this is why positive self-talk is a key factor in all success. You'll never see a rich man speak ill of himself. The same way, one of the greatest men to ever live, one of the best role models in the history of sport and politics, and just all-round manhood, Muhammad Ali. Did you ever hear him speak ill of himself? Never did he. He always spoke of himself like a king. Actually, he called himself the greatest, didn't he? He actually called himself the greatest. You know, and that's a big thing. That's a big shout. What is he known as now? He's known as the greatest champion of all time. And he is, and he always will be. You know? So words produce states. A state of being. Okay? Now, this is through the repetition hitting our memory and going into the autonomous nervous system that way. Now, when we go into the picture aspect of it, pictures are what it could be what we visualize, it could be pictures that we stare at for a long amount of time. But these images, the repetitive viewing of these images, or the duration of the viewing of these images, or the visualization, creates more clarity in that picture itself. Now, if you combine words and pictures with an intention, and you repeat these words and visualizations or pictures over time, what you want in association with these will become manifest in accordance to your connection and oneness to it. So this is where the repetition and the symbology and the clarity of both becomes so important. Now, one thing I've got to add here is forgiveness is a key factor when it comes to prayer and manifesting your dreams through words and pictures, okay, and affecting the subconscious mind. Okay, I call this stuff prayer. Okay, some people call it magic, some people call it law of attraction. What it is these are secret keys that most people aren't aware of that help you manifest the reality you want. Okay, so when it comes to pictures, how this works in reality is our awareness of these images. Our awareness of these images sends a signal to what is known as the reticular activation sequence, or the reticular association synapse, as other people call it. And what this does is, sorry, someone's driving. It's all right. So what it does is it looks for things. It tells your brain to look for things that are in association with the picture or the image that you are visualizing or viewing. Okay, and as a result, you combine this with positive self-talk, you develop a connection with these things, and you develop a belief that you deserve them. And as a result, your capacity to receive them marries with your desire, and then it becomes manifesting in reality. You know the funny thing about it? It clicks like that. And it comes when you never expect it. It comes when you least expect it. It just comes out of nowhere and you're like, whoa. Instantly, boom, boom, boom. You'll feel like what they call a gnosis, or an electrical charge in your stomach, an intuition. Okay? And the key is then, you've got to trust that. You've got to make peace with the fear behind the intuition, because oftentimes a lot of you who will be watching this, you won't really know much about what the shadow is and how it can inhibit your progress and your courage in taking steps towards the things that you truly want. Okay, whether it's love, health, wealth, friendships, status, anything, you know. This is all stuff that applies. So guys, just to summarize, the key to managing and manipulating the subconscious mind is through repetition, symbols, and trauma. And we know that the subconscious mind governs our reality through what? Through words and pictures. Okay? The words work on the autonomic nervous system. The pictures work with the reticular activation system, or the reticular association synapse, as other people like to call it, which is actually the process of the reticular activation system. Then as a result, you develop oneness and connection in accordance with the thing that you're aiming to achieve or desire you're willing to attain. And as a result, your capacity to receive supersedes your desire, and then it becomes manifest. Okay, so guys, look, I'm gonna go and pray right now. I'm gonna go and manifest my desires, and I'm gonna go further into this sort of stuff with things like mudra and mantra, yantra, and all these different practices that you can utilize to attain these things you desire. Okay, secret tricks that I've learned from different things that I never really speak about, but we're going to go into it in these videos. So guys, if you like this video, be sure to give us a like, a comment, and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Take care.